everybody's driving. Oh, that's a red light.
Okay, we are rolling. Go ahead.
Hi, YouTube. Long time no talk.
Mm-hmm.
I volunteered
Eons.
first to go. I volunteered to go first because I literally have absolutely nothing to say except that if I was not reading this book from book club, I would have literally not read it past like the third chapter. I have
I think
nothing good
that's
to
fair.
say, and not because it's not a good book. It's just not my cup of tea at all, and I fucking hate it. Like I hate every single second of it. I haven't retained anything. The only thing that I could bring up conversationally right now is the part where he wanted morphine and he was scared that the guy was gonna ask him for a blowjob for the morphine instead of giving him like a Nazi secret, and that's all I remember. Like, it's just like so fucking dense. I feel like I'm getting nowhere. I feel like I should have paid attention in like history because I have no fucking idea about I have like very basic knowledge of like the war and everything. It's just a lot. Why did I go through like 3 fucking hours of him talking about a fucking concept that I'm never gonna like figure out? I'm never gonna fucking care about. And to be quite honest with you, doesn't really add to the plot of the fucking book. Like to me, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I personally hate this fucking book. I've read reviews. I've looked up Reddit threads, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Anyways, that's all I have to say. I hate this book.
Crazy.
It's just long for no reason.
Yeah, it is
And like
long.
that's what I
It's
would
very,
say.
very
It's long for
long.
no reason.
Incredibly long.
I don't like the characters. Not a single fucking one of them. I don't actually like the plot either. To be completely honest with you, it's my book. It's just not my book. That's all. I think I'm stupid. Like this book makes me feel stupid. And there's books that make me feel stupid because I am stupid. And there's sometimes books that make me feel stupid because like I don't know. I'll talk more after you guys, but that's all I have to say.
Okay. Scathing. You want to go, Manel, or shall I?
I'll go next because I pretty much agree with what Julia just said. My first thought when I started reading this was, dang, this is tedious. Like that was the only thought
Oh
I
my
had
god.
in my head.
Tedious
Like
is
it
good.
was a lot. And I felt like I was going in circles too. Like I was reading so much yet retaining so little. And I think the day before Shalon asked me, like, what's this book about? And I legit could not answer that question. I was like, it's like, and then, I could not answer the question. And that's when I realized, oh my gosh, I have no idea what is happening. Like, I kind of get what's happening, but at the same time, like, I'm not comprehending it as well as I should be. So, yeah, like Julia said, maybe it's because I'm too dumb to understand this book. It also kind of feels like the kind of book my dad would read, if that makes any sense. It's
You
like,
know what?
sorry.
No, you're fine. Man, damn, Manil, you look so good. I've never seen you this fucking clear. I'm like I'm like the celebrity sighting right now. I'm like, you never look like that.
It's the lighting and the camera.
The
Yeah.
backlighting helps.
Mhm.
I feel like this book. I'm sorry, and to cut you off, Manil. Go ahead, finish. I'll finish after you.
No, go ahead.
This book was written by a man for men to see who had a bigger dick. That's how I think of this book. It's just like, oh, you're smarter than me. Read my book, bitch. Like, there's nothing like that's. I feel like this was just like a pissing contest of how long and how in depth and how fucking, like Manel said, just like intricate a book can be as a book. Like that's how I see it. I'm like, oh, okay, great.
Yeah,
Just
I
not
for
the target
sure
audience.
get the sense that he was trying to kind of show off that, oh my gosh, I
Yeah,
know all these concepts and I'm like really good at
yeah,
this stuff. I got that sense. I was like, good for you. I just don't get it. I'm not really that interested in this sort of thing. And yeah, so I'm like trying to figure out what's happening. It's like a lot in the sense that he gets into so much detail about things that are happening. And once you finish the chapter, you're like, oh, so this is all that happened in this one chapter. Yet you read like so many minutes of it. So, yeah, it's a lot for sure. It's such a long book, too. I mean, I started listening to it at 3x speed because I just kind of wanted to get it
yes,
over with.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, as a rule, I generally don't like DNFing books. I want to finish it through. And if I DNF it, it's usually at the first 1%. But this one, gosh, no, I want to finish it though. I want to see what happens. So
I
that's
do
that's
not. I'd also like to point out there's no woman in this book, which is fine. Like I don't necessarily think we need women in a book, but there's no woman in the book, and in the entire book, the women that are in there, like he's just like questioning, and like they have no value, and like no, I don't know. It's just like very flippant, or just like fine again, but like I don't know. And the weird scene about like Waterhouse, I guess I did retain things I didn't like. The weird scene about Waterhouse fucking in a hammock, and because of a Nazi signal that he was moving every so often because these poor people. Oh, what the fuck? The whole scene where they were at that dinner with Randy and Charlotte, and they were like out, like woking each other too. I don't know. I hate this book. Like this book is a fucking chore. Sorry, Darren. I know you're not gonna take it personal, but this book is a fucking chore. That's like the only way to describe it. Like I had to really, really force myself to read this book. Yeah, that's all.
Is it
I'm
my
with
turn?
Manel.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Let me see. This book is crazy long. It like I feel wrong saying that it's filled with fluff because at no point does it feel like fluff because I know what fluff looks like and this is not fluff, but it's a lot. It's like
Mhm.
it's a lot. Uh uh and like and not maybe not like I would even say that it's like not even correct to say that it's unnecessary either because I guess let me back up. So like you guys, first couple of chapters of this, I was like, what in the hell did I do? Like this is wild. Like this is what like especially the way it comes in hot with like the philosophical people from like World War II. Those were like a lot of the guys that were like they didn't make the atomic bomb happen, but they were like the theoretical physicists that made it possible for us to make the atom bomb. I recognize a lot of their names. Um, but especially while they were discussing things, it was just like, whoa, 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 whoa. And I figured the whole book was going to be like that. And then it switched up and it started getting into like military and completely changes tone. And I was like, okay. And then future tech guy feels a lot different than ancient tech guys too. Also very techy, but just different. And so it's just very, very jarring and a whole lot and very, very confusing. Tedious is good. It is hard. It's like not easy. It's like the exact opposite of an easy read. Um what I started doing by like chapter like 4 is like because I was having trouble because I was like really, really wanting to like lock in. Like it made me want to understand the things, but that just would have taken too much time. I would have had to like listen to this at like 0.75 and spend 50 hours on this book, and that's just crazy. So whenever it starts getting into things that didn't make sense to me, I just sort of like did like, like the dog, like the just kind of like jamming through it. But what I started noticing and I do appreciate is when he does his like big long rants. What I'll say about his big long rants is he does at least a better job of trying to explain it to you than say like Three Body Problem. Three Body Problem just straight up assumed that you knew theoretical physics and it just said equations and stuff and just this book actually tries to educate you and it tries to say it like whether or not you care I'll at least like give it that. And so the guy definitely at least like must have done like his research and stuff. But then what I also notice is when he goes on his like mega long rants that are worth the squeeze, probably not, I don't know, I guess it depends on who you are, but like I notice when he ties it up at the end and he gives the reason why he was doing all the explanation, at least on the ones where I know enough about the subject matter, I was like, "Oh, I see what you did there." So it's pretty cohesive too. It's just I don't know how um um it's just hard to enjoy. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't dislike it like you guys like from this like if this book was made for guys to like measure each other's penises, then like most books are for women to measure each other's vaginas, and you guys just don't know that. Like it's not it's not because the thing about it is like at the end of the day, I don't know if you guys know any like certified geniuses, like people that are like super
We know
high
you.
level. No, no. I'm talking about people that like actually
It
like
was a
work at
joke.
Caltech or like work at astronomy departments or like hyper nerds. They don't talk like Aelin Galathinius. Even though when we read those books, we're led to believe that she has 150 IQ. When someone actually has 150 IQ, they talk like these guys. Like this is like how they talk. And then when it switches to the marine guy, he talks and he sounds like a jarhead. All of a sudden when he's talking, he sounds like he's dumber than you,
That's true.
right? And so it's not like I don't think it's a pissing contest for the sake of a pissing contest. I think it's just a lot more realistic than what we normally get because we get characters that are supposed to be as smart as these people, but they still are like cool and have swagger, but that is just not realistic about how people actually are. Like if someone's like an actually successful in the military, spends 40 years in there and has like a 400 kill count, when they come out, how is that person? Does he talk like Aelin? No. I don't know if you guys know like hardcore military people. It changes them, right? He's either like really angry or just like super stoic and has no personality. Those are like the only two possibilities, right? And so like that's it's just like it's like so I like appreciate that, I guess, but it's like it makes me feel kind of like it's like too grounding. I've said that a lot, like a lot of books where it's like I'm trying to read this for like an escape, and like this certainly doesn't feel like that. This feels like a long hard
Prison
look at
cell.
it's just it's not like that. Um but what all I can say is like after all the stuff and after all the hours of me just sort of like but once in a while in those 30 hours we were listening, I would like hear the word gold in like chapter 8 and didn't really register anything. And then I would hear gold again in like chapter 25 and I'm like, "Oh." And I heard it again in like 35 and I was like, "Oh." And so like whatever the underlying thing is, it does actually sound interesting to me. Like the actual like plot and premise, I do want to know, but I absolutely would have taken it in a way smaller package.
Mm,
Like I don't know. I'm trying to imagine the person who like because I feel like this book could have been done in maybe like 15 hours or 20 hours instead of 42, right? And still been really detailed and all that stuff. Just cut out all of the non fluff or whatever it is. I'm imagining like what kind of person likes the 42-hour version instead of the 20-hour version. But I would have taken the 20-hour version. But I will at least say that I think I would have happily read the 20-hour version because
mhm,
there's something here. There's something interesting that's like somehow linking theoretical physicists and like super high tech nerds and pirates and jarheads and people in Papua New Guinea. There's like something connecting them, and I'm like starting to feel the feelers, and that's cool. It's just 42 hours to figure this out is like not worth it. I also want to finish too because I do not want to not finish this, but like it's just crazy how belabored it is. It's
mm.
exhausting. It's like really
Yeah.
exhausting. Uh, yeah. I I read the majority of this in like two giant chunks and then like a
Oh
couple of
God.
like I know. And like by the end of those days, I was like effed up. I was like not doing good. Where usually if I listen to an audiobook for like an extended period of time, it helps my zen, my mind, my anxiety. This one had the opposite effect, so I need to be a little more careful, I guess. Um, yeah, so that's where I'm at. I think that it does have some merit. It's just buried under like a mountain of I don't even know what to call it.
Mm,
Because it's not fluff. I know, like I know, you're right, right? Because like fluff is when you have like a story that's this big and you have to make it 300 pages
Mhm.
because your editor said, and you can like feel that it's just not supposed to be there. This is totally not fluff. This is like fully well thought out lore. He's got like backstories that you get it. It's just God. It's you know what now that I'm thinking about it, it's almost like so what's an example of a book that had like really really good lore and we complimented it, but some things we didn't quite understand, but it was fine. um I think maybe like the darker shade of magic might have been that, or at least like towards right so, but like I imagine that author probably had like notebooks and notebooks of like what the lore was, right, and thought
Mhm.
out the
Yeah.
intricacies of how the magic works, how the kingdom works, how the society works. That way, when we get the final package, it's like this dude just gave us all his notes instead of right, like instead of compressing it down to the 15 hours it should have been, we got. And then
Everything.
my other really big regret is like, I don't know if I told you guys, but this one had multiple versions, audiobooks.
Oh God.
Apparently what like the most recent audiobook was abridged. Why didn't I pick that one? Abridged is normally a bad word, right? So why would I pick the abridged one? Good lord, we should have done the abridged. I bet you it was better. I bet you it was a lot better. Because I think this book needs to be abridged. And then I
Yeah,
think
for
I might
sure.
like it. As it is, I don't really know where I'm standing, but I could see myself liking it if it was abridged. But man, it needs to be edited down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have something to say, but I don't want to get canceled. Can you cut the video here?
Wow. Okay. Bye
It's
YouTube.
not even that. By
Julie's gonna
YouTube, it's
talk
not
about
even
gay
that
people or
crazy.
something.